Okay. Another super chat question. What role does Cisco play in the AI revolution? And is SoFi a good long-term stock for my portfolio?
SoFi, don't love it. But it depends on the price that you got in. So if you got in sub $12, not bad. I wouldn't buy it higher than $13.09. If you got it at 9.76 or 10, great. And then Cisco, I think it will be it's an infrastructure play if you want safety in a space, but I don't think they're a pure AI. They're more of like an infrastructure
Yeah.
investment into AI. They're not pure AI at all. But
They-
great company though. Solid company to invest in, good management. Drawdown isn't that bad. Great investment if you got into it in April. Very safe. But like Apple is safe. Like even though Apple may pull back, it's going to outperform the bond market and like that B tier of the Russell 2000. So you don't have to worry about anything there. But I think it'd be a misrepresentation to call Cisco a pure AI investment.
Yeah, Cisco it's in that same lane with like Supermicro and Dell, where they take parts for AI servers and they assemble them for companies. Solid company. I just like Dell a little bit more just because of who they're partnering with and the company that they're partnering with, impact that it'll have on the future. That being Nvidia. But yeah, solid company. But I'm gonna go with Dell.
So somebody else asked a good question. They said, if you're buying and holding long term, does price matter?
Absolutely, because it returns how much return on investment you get and how much quicker you'll get to your goal. That's a great question. Like waiting for a great price may be the difference between you retiring in 13 years versus 4 or 5. Like that. Ask anyone who invested in June how they feel about their investment in versus the prices that are called in April. There's immediate return. Like Rashad, you could have bought the same condo at a different time for 500. The return is different, or let's say 422. The return on 422 is still a good investment, but the price basis in which you got in at 285 makes it a home run from when you first get it.
Yeah.
So I see, even if you invest at the top of the market, can you get a positive return? Yes, but are you going to get 70% return, 80%, 100%, 400% return in some cases like AMD or Nvidia or Lilly? For when I got people in Stock Club and into those prices, it determines how quickly you'll be able to have your freedom.
Yeah,
price is everything. Anytime someone tells you the price in which you invest in something does not matter, run. Madoff level scam. Madoff level. Just buy it anywhere. No, that's true. In futures, options, warrants, short-term investing, long-term, 0-day expiration, micro futures, everything. The price that you pay for an asset matters.
It matters. I'm with you. Everything that you said is spot on. I want people to not be afraid of pricing in a sense where if Apple was at 209 and then tomorrow it's trading at 212, oh, I missed it.
Yep.
Right? Like you might have missed the first few percentage points. That doesn't mean it's still not a good investment. And so just keep that in mind, right? Like people are like, well, it's up 7% today. I missed it. No, it'll pull back. But just keep in mind, like if you miss the first 3 or 4%, like you're okay. When it's up 130%, like some of these companies we talked about, yeah, probably not the best time.
Yeah,
but just keep that in mind.
And we saw this with the meme coin craze when AMC and everyone's like, well, it's going to keep running, and every pricing structure matters, even in Bitcoin. Like, that's why I know why I sounded crazy when it was at 65,000. Then I said, hey, invest at 20. But yes, you still had positive return, but a much higher return from when I called you to invest in 20 versus where it is now. Like AMC still hasn't recovered. AMC was at 72, is currently at 303.
303, yeah, so it reported yesterday or this morning.
So
yeah,
price matters so much.
Oh, would you look at that? 6,300 people on the check-in.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. They put down the T on her app.
Would you look at that?
T on her is crazy.
What do you know?
That's crazy.
Shot, we're gonna dribble the ball out, my boy. Oh, here you go. I got you. We're not gonna act like Gil. Shout to Gil. Oh, first day out. That's my boy.
Yo, they're gonna do it all. They're gonna do it all.
Okay.
Mitigation of risk.
Important. It's very important.
Mitigation of risk
Across all asset classes.
for sure.
Should we focus on buying fractional shares now? Because for some of us, companies like Netflix and the $150 range seems far gone.
I think buying fractional shares has a great impact. If you need to see a win accumulate in your account, it may not lead you to freedom, but what it will do is you end up telling yourself, I know what I'm doing. So if you buy a percentage of a share or a bunch of shares, it may not give you the end goal of retirement or retiring early, but what it will do is give you confidence to go into your next investment and say, I waited for this price. I did my research. I know the net margin. I know where they weigh in terms of the industry. Are they top 3? And that builds a habit of doing the right thing over and over again. Long term, would I recommend it? No. I will find an asset that I can put money into that I'm able to have more shares of. That's why XRP was very attractive for people in the crypto community for a long period of time, while Bitcoin and Ethereum ran away. That was still priced reasonably. So I think it's a good introductory way to get into the market, but long term, I wouldn't continue to buy fractional. But I agree, a lot of prices. Netflix currently at 12, 18, 31.
Yeah.
Too damn high, but they are killing it.
They are.
You gotta give them credit. That WWE acquisition, and NFL is helping.
So and then UFC just left ESPN. They let it over at Paramount. But the fractional shares, I'm not mad at it, because I think what we want to do is encourage people to invest.
For sure.
I will say, and this has happened to me, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're alone in that, right? They're watching Netflix run. I talk about it all the time. I watched Chipotle run, and I said, when it pulls back, I'm going to grab some Chipotle shares. Then I'm going to get calls, and it never did. It just never did until it ran up to the point where they had a stock split, and I was like, wow, maybe it just wasn't for me. And it hasn't really even recovered since that stock split. It's kind of just been consolidating and trying to figure out its way. Obviously, they had a CEO change, and now Nichols is over at Starbucks. But there's other great companies at great prices. And so I say yes, yes, fractional shares if you believe in that company stronghold. But there's companies that trade under $100 that are still very attractive, and some that trade under $200. Nvidia being one of those that are very attractive. So yes, anything that can encourage you to be in the market, I'm always going to encourage and support.
I'm 29-year-old investor with capital. I have with the capital I have, I dollar cost average every 2 weeks. What's the best strategy for me?
Do that for the next 15 years of your life.
You got it.
After that. Avoid all noise and do that next 15 years of your life. Buy top quality companies, top 3 in their sector. If you keep doing that, you should have $3 to $6 million, depending on how much money you're putting into the market.
I would add into it, continue to research. Find a sector that you really believe in, that you see growth in.
Semiconductors is a sector. Go pop bottles, enjoy your life. Invest here 2 weeks.
You're just going to give them the shortcut to it.
Because we don't give enough value.
Study technology. Definitely study semiconductors. Look at the ETFs that have them, SMH, SOX, and really understand. I think when you understand the role that each one plays, like I said, each one is not created equal. When you understand the role that they play and what their functionality is, the vision becomes so clear, like as to how important they are and how we're not going to be able to operate without.